are going to cover the video tutorial series for mobile computing and wireless communication. So in today's lecture, we will start with the topic that is the multiplexing, that is from the unit number 2. So let's start. What is multiplexing? So topics to be covered in this lecture, we are discussing about the multiplexing. So these are the different types that we are going to cover in this lecture. That is a space division multiplexing, frequency division multiplexing, time division multiplexing and code division multiplexing. Now let's start what is multiplexing. So before starting what is multiplexing, let's take a real life example that we can compare with the multiplexing. For example, you want to go from one place to another place. Take the example that you want to go from Ahmedabad to Bombay and you are going by car. You have your own car. Suppose your friend also want to go from Ahmedabad to Bombay and also he is driving his own car. So both of you want to go from Ahmedabad to Bombay and both of you have your own car, but you have a space in your car and you can ask to your friend that he can come with you. So only one car will be used to traveling from one place to another place. Okay, so here we can consider that car is a one signal and that two person are the input. Okay, both that two person will traveling with the same car and at the end they will reach to the destination. So this 2 is the input and 2 is the output. So same way we can consider that same scenario with the multiplexing. So let's have a look at what is the multiplexing. So here you can see this is the figure of multiplexing. Okay, there are input, there are numbers of input and there are numbers of output is there. Okay, so input and output, and suppose there are 10 input, same way 10 output we have, but then 10 input will be traveling with the single channel, single communication way. So that is one signal. How we can multiplex the signal, that we will see in detail in a CDMA example. Now what is multiplexing, how we can define, here you can see that to make efficient use of the transmission system, it is desirable to carry the multiple signals on a single medium. This is referred to as a multiplexing. That means we are transferring the multiple signals in a single medium. So that is known as what? Multiplexing. Now next is figure depicts that multiplexing functions. It is a simplest form. There are n inputs and outputs. Okay, so there are n input to the multiplexer and n output to the demultiplexer. So demultiplex should be used at the receiver side to recover the signal. Okay, so whenever you are transmitting the signal, you are encoding the signal. So at the receiver side, it should be decoded. So you have to use the demultiplexer is at the receiver side. Now let's have a look at the types of the multiplexing. So here you can see these are the different types of multiplexing. Multiplexing techniques have a frequency division multiplexing, time division multiplexing, code division multiplexing and space division multiplexing. Let's see one by one. First is a space division multiplexing. So here again take the real life example how we can define the space division multiplexing. Take the example of highway lane. In highway lane there are different lane is there. One lane is for just car, one lane is for the heavy vehicles and one lane is for the two wheelers. Okay, so this different lane that we are dividing the entire highway in a different space. So for the different types of vehicle, so we can consider it is what a space division multiplexing. So like this way you can see here in this figure, we are using the different frequency for different space. So here for this we are using the K1 frequency for different space, we are using the K2 frequency for different space, we are using the K3 frequency. So for different spaces we are using the different frequency, so that is what the space division multiplexing. An example we can consider it as a highway lane, that each and every driver has on lane. Now next is what the frequency division multiplexing. So here let's have a look at this figure that entire area is divided according to frequency. Okay, so in one area we are using the different frequency. How we can define this frequency division multiplexing? For example, in Ahmedabad there are multiple channels of the radio. Okay, there for example Radio Mirchi is there, then My FM is there, Radio City is there. are using their own frequency. So that is the real life example of the frequency division multiplexing. Here also it is defined that radio station within the same region, which where each radio station has its own frequency. So that is what a defined frequency division multiplexing. Now next is what the time division multiplexing. So here entire area that is used as a time by time. So for this particular time this will use this particular medium, for this particular time this will use this particular medium. So that is what a time division multiplexing. For real life example we can consider it is a within the railway track. So railway track, for example, that particular time only this passenger train will be passed, and for this particular time only the goods train will be passed. So that is what a time division multiplexing. So we are dividing time, and for that particular time we are assigning that particular frequency to that, for example, passenger train, and for example goods train. And in real life example, the GSM telephone system use this time division multiplexing. How this time division multiplexing and how this frequency division multiplexing are using in GSM, that we will see in later in the GSM topic. Now next is what code division multiplexing. How we can define the code division multiplexing? What is it? For example, there is a one room. In one room there are 10 students is there, and we can define the group of two people in that group, and all the two students are using different language for the communication. Okay, and at the same time simultaneously they all are talking with each other and they are using their own languages. Okay, so there is a noise will be there, but they can understand each and every language. Why? Because they are using the same language. Suppose two students are there, two students are using English language to communicate, two students are using the Hindi language to communicate, two students are using the Gujarati language. So like this way they are using their own language, but they are using the entire frequency, they are using the entire space, but still they are able to communicate with each other. Why? Because they are using their own code, own languages. So that is what a code division multiplexing. So here you can see this is what a code division multiplexing. This the channels are defined, and for example this for particular channel the entire area is used. Entire area is used for that particular channel, but how that entire they are using their own code. So there is no disturbances there. Noise will be there, but we can decode the signals because we have their own code. And example again, CDM is used in the GSM telephone system. Next is multiple access technique. We have learned about the multiplexing. Multiplexing is what? Multiplexing is the technology that is based on the time, based on the frequency, based on the space, and based on the code. Same way, this is what? This is a multiple access technique. What is the difference between multiplexing and multiple access? Multiplexing will define the technology, and multiple access will define the concept that how we can use this multiplexing in that is for example in GSM, in GPRS, in this type of technology. So like this way in multiplexing we have different types of multiple access, that is the frequency division multiplexing, time division multiplexing, code division multiplexing, and space division multiple access. So frequency division multiple access, time division multiple access, code division multiple access, and space division multiple access. So based on multiplexing we have these four types of multiple access. Now when we are considering the multiple access, for example in time division multiple access, we should know about the time division duplex. Duplex, that means what? There are different channels for downloading purpose and for uploading purpose. So when we are talking about that mobile station to base station, that channel is uploading, and when we are talking about the base station to the mobile station, that channel is known as the downloading channel. So these two are the different channels, that one is used for upload and one is used for download. So at that time we should use the time division duplex. Same way in frequency division multiple access, we should know about the frequency division duplex, that is the FDD. Same way as we are considering there for uploading, we are considering the different channel, and for downloading we are considering the different channel. So some channel is used for uploading purpose and some channel is used for the downloading purpose. For example in GSM we have the entire channel that is using the TDM, which is divided 8 different slots, and that different slots have again 12 that is a downloading channel and 12 that is a uploading channel. So that is used as a FDD, that is a frequency division duplex. Okay. So summary of this lecture, we have learned about this phase division multiplexing, frequency division multiplexing, time division multiplexing, and code division multiplexing. And last we have learned about the multiple access technique. So that is the concept to use this multiplexing technology. So remaining interesting topic we will cover in the next lecture. Thank you for watching.